Hamas militants say they fired hundreds of rockets towards Tel Aviv in retaliation for Israeli airstrikes, including one that destroyed this here 12-story residential block in the Gaza Strip. Video footage shows the tower housing an office used by Hamas leaders collapsing. Israel deployed more than 80 jets to bomb Gaza and massed tanks on the border as rocket barrages hit Israeli towns. The latest violence has killed dozens of civilians in Gaza and at least 3 Israelis. All right, let's go straight now to our correspondent, Tanya Kramer. She is in Jerusalem. Good evening to you, Tanya. It has been quite a day. Tell us what is going on the ground now.
Well, airstrikes by the Israeli military continue on the Gaza Strip, as well as rockets are being fired from militant groups Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Now, as you already mentioned, shortly before 9 o'clock local time, 9 p.m. local time, the air sirens went off in the Tel Aviv area, also in the center of the country, and a massive rocket barrage was launched from Gaza towards Tel Aviv. That's always seen here as a major development, also as a red line, usually for the Israeli government. We understand that one person in this barrage was killed near Rishon LeZion, and several people were injured. Also, for over an hour, the international airport Ben Gurion was closed. International air traffic was rerouted to Cyprus. And Hamas said in a statement they fired at least 130 rockets towards Tel Aviv in retaliation to the strike on the residential building in Gaza, which also was home to many families there that evacuated before the strike. So it was a very deadly day. Also, we know about 28 people killed in Gaza, with children included, and 3 Israelis killed.
And Tanya, we're looking at live pictures right now. We were looking at live pictures of Tel Aviv, and we understand that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel's defense minister, they've been speaking. What did they say about what's happened today?
Well, absolutely. They gave a rather short statement just earlier, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that the militant groups in Gaza will pay a heavy price, and they will continue to do so. The IDF chief of staff said that over 500 targets in Gaza were hit. And Prime Minister Netanyahu was also saying that this will take some time to bring back safety here to the people in Israel.
And there is concern that this is just the beginning, that this could continue to escalate. What are you hearing?
Yeah, we are expecting somehow that this might intensify even overnight. There are some reports in the Gazan media saying that Israel has warned to target more of the high-rise buildings that are mostly also residential buildings in Gaza. And Hamas and Islamic Jihad have already said if that happens, they will continue to strike areas like Tel Aviv and even further north. So this would be a further escalation, what is already a very tense situation, so to speak. So it seems there's not much room for maneuvering right now. Nobody is actually capable of breaking this cycle at the moment.
DW's Tanya Kramer with the latest tonight from Jerusalem. Tanya, thank you very much. This is the latest escalation as tensions in the region boil over into bloodshed. Gaza health officials say an earlier round of Israeli airstrikes killed dozens of people, including several children.
A father kisses his son one last time. The 11-year-old boy was killed after Israel launched retaliatory strikes on Gaza. Officials there say 9 children died in the attack. Why did you kill him? They kill and there is no one to make them answer for it. The whole world is watching. It doesn't matter if it's a child or a woman, there is no one to hold them accountable. Hours before, Hamas militants fired a barrage of rockets from the Palestinian enclave. The cross-border attacks, which began on Monday, mark a major escalation in violence. Israel's prime minister warned that the fighting could continue for some time. We are in a fight on several fronts: Jerusalem, Gaza, and elsewhere in this country. This evening, on Jerusalem Day, the terrorist organizations in Gaza have crossed a red line and attacked us with missiles in the outskirts of Jerusalem. The catalyst for the violence was Israel's plans to evict a number of Palestinian families from East Jerusalem to make room for Jewish settlers. Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, a sacred site to both Muslims and Jews, has also been at the center of tensions in recent weeks. The international community has repeated its calls for de-escalation.